Hey guys, it's Megan. Bear with me, I'm having some technical difficulties, and I know it's very dark, but I mean, it's what I have to go with right now. Um, so, I'm finding it a time of reflection today. I'm thinking about things that maybe were not on my mind and just kind of replaying things in my head. So, I just did a Facebook post, and it was about cell phones. And basically, who remembers when you used to have a telephone with a cord and you have to stand next to the base wherever it was and talk, and then you get the cordless ones, and that was cool. And then you got caller ID, and not everybody got it because you had to get this little box that you had to hook up next to your phone, and you could see who was calling before you answered it. Well, not everybody still has that. Now you have it built into your phone. Well, then, call waiting obviously was during that time. And then this, I'm sorry, my husband is snoring. I'm sure you're picking up some of it. I don't know. I know the audio thing keeps going up and down. Okay. Then you get cell phones and you make little calls. Well, no, the pager, then the cell phone, and then the pager still. And you get the little flip phone. And, I used to think, hey, it was cool. You flip it up, you make a phone call, you talk, you close it. Then texting came along with that. Well, texting was, I didn't see a need for it for a while. And then I went through a time where I lost my voice and I couldn't really talk on the phone all that much to anybody or really even talk to many people. If you wanted to talk to me, it's almost as a whisper. So that being able to do that was easier for me to, get a phone out and text with my thumbs and my fingers and whatnot and communicate. Well, then the next thing that I got, I didn't want to not have the texting function. Then you could watch movies and television shows right from your phone. This is a typical, this is your old iPhone 4. That's what I do a lot of my, well, it's upside down. I got the coolest, cover and everything, and, I play games on it and stuff. I don't have service for that phone anymore except for Wi-Fi service, and I use it for everything. I think it's about to go out on me, hopefully not soon. But I have a phone that I talk on and text, and that's mostly what I use it for. It does have internet, and it's all unlimited, but if I want internet, I go to my iPhone or I go to my computer. So I'm good on that one. But yeah, you have a phone where you can sit there and watch a television show, watch videos on YouTube. You can watch movies. You can watch little videos off of Facebook or wherever thing you're using. I mean, there's so many apps now that you have people sitting there no matter where you're at watching stuff. As long as they can get on the internet, they can watch stuff. So then you have the free sites and whatnot. Well, how many of you have family or friend get-togethers that you're sitting around with your friends, and what annoys me the most, even some family sometimes, is people are stuck to their phones. Like they always have to answer it and text and call back the person and talk to them. And yes, I agree mannerism, and I mean having manners is a good thing. And speaking to each other, communicating and whatnot. But it's not more important unless it's an emergency than the people that you're sitting there with. It's, it gets to a point where you're looking around a room and everybody's stuck glued to their phones. It's like, put the cell phone down. I mean, yeah, you can take pictures and stuff, but put the cell phones away, turn off the electronics, make memories, talk to each other, find out how everybody's day is going, find out what's going on, play games, if you guys want to watch a movie together, that's fine, but unplug from everything else so that you can be fully there. It's rude because there's times where, you really want to have the attention of the people that you're with, and they would rather have attention for other people. And what gets me, okay, is there are people that I know, and I'm not going to name names, that when I'm hanging out with them, I barely even get their attention. But if they're hanging, because they're sitting on the phone texting this person and that person and doing this and that. But if I'm out doing something and they're not with me and I text them and they're sitting there talking to me, which makes me wonder, are they doing the same thing they're doing to me to somebody else? You know, it's like, okay, if it's an inconvenient time because you're hanging out with other people, don't sit there and text. I like to hear from you, but also, I don't have to monopolize all your time. You know, it's like I have to constantly say, you know, let's turn the phones off or let's put them down and let's do something and not worry about them. In the evening times, a lot of times, I turn my cell phone down on vibrate, and sometimes I hear it and sometimes I don't, but that's my choice. I don't know what's in the middle of my head. Maybe it's just the lighting. It looked like there was a big old welt. Um, we need to connect with each other more than, you know, we need to connect with everybody else. That's not, I mean, you still need to have that connection, but you don't have to prioritize that over what you're having, what's going on right now. You know, it's like if I don't see you that often when you're visiting with me, visit with me. You know, don't text somebody else while you're sitting there unless it's, you know, an emergency or you need to find out what time to pick up your kids or, you know, somebody's getting off of work and needs a ride or something, you know, but don't make that a every time thing because then it feels like the time that I have with you that I'm not really there with you because you'll talk to me for a few minutes and then you're back to whatever electronic device you have, whether it be a, you know, phone, tablet, computer, or whatnot. So, that's my thoughts on that. Now, um, I have some other thoughts too that I'll share with you some other time, but I realize I haven't put many videos out to you this week, so I wanted to get a couple out tonight. So just bear with me. I have a couple little ones, and then I'll try and get some more out next week. It's my birthday today, and this weekend I've got, you know, plans, and I'm gonna be, you know, in and out, and hopefully I can take some pictures. And you know, I had a birthday dinner the other night, and it was really good, and had a chocolate cake with, you know, my sister-in-law's birthday was on the 3rd, and then mine was on the, well, today. So, it was a happy birthday Susie and Megan, which was really sweet because, you know, it was nice of them to include me in that because usually I'm not, you know, it was the first year. I guess I'm, you know, being a member of the family and stuff. It's nice. So, um, yeah, it's just be mindful when you're with people that, you know, if you see the person every day and you're, you know, the person doesn't care what you're doing, but if you don't see somebody very often and you're hanging out with them, don't sit on your phone. Spend time with them. Alright? Thanks. Have a good one.